everybody, Jim and Chris here to talk about 8 movies that we can't wait to see this summer. Summer 2015 kicking off now with Marvel's Avengers Age of Ultron. Obviously, everyone's going to go see that. So we're going to talk about 8 other movies that we can't wait to see.
Yeah, we just got our summer movie preview online, so take a look at that.
40-odd movies included there.
Right, and these are the 8 that we're most excited
And
about.
let's kick it off with you in a little one I like to call Sad Sacks, Larry Load. It rhymes with that.
Mad Max, Fury Road.
It looks awesome.
If you haven't seen those trailers, I don't know what you're doing with your life right now, but yeah, it's really, really good. I'm really excited about it. I think the visuals have been just amazing coming out of this. The trailer looks so good, and I just feel like there's been good buzz even for people who've seen more footage. So like I would say that's probably my #1 most anticipated movie since I've seen Avengers. I mean, before I had seen Avengers, I was like, Avengers.
Yeah, we're just taking Avengers off the table since we've seen it, and it's awesome.
Yeah, that was great, and Fury Road is definitely one of those things that's what trailers are supposed to do, Jim. They're supposed to make you feel this way. I'm so
schooling me.
Yeah.
You're saying this is what they're supposed to do.
This is what they're supposed to do.
I'm gonna say my first pick is gonna be Ted 2. It's not just because I'm from Boston, and
probably a lot because
it's got a lot to do with it. But I love the first movie, and generally comedy sequels suck.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of curious to see, Seth MacFarlane. I wasn't nuts about. In fact, I didn't like Million Ways to Die in the West. And I'm hoping that Ted wasn't a fluke. I hope they can kind of recapture what made that first movie such, kind of raunchy fun. And I kind of like the whole legalized Ted thing that they're doing with it.
Right.
Trying to, it's kind of like Short Circuit too, or Chappie.
Exactly. I really think that the trailer too actually feels like it's going in the same direction, and it's not pulling back from what made Ted great. So I'm excited about that as well.
All right, your next movie.
My next one it's got some dinosaurs in it. Jurassic World, super stoked on this. I think we've been waiting, the world's been waiting a long time for another Jurassic Park movie. Jurassic World, it's got Pratt in it, I love that guy. So I really do think it's going to deliver on the sort of dinosaur terror level.
I hope so.
Everything I've seen from the trailers makes me excited to see the movie. So
yeah, my only concern with that one is some of those scenes, some of the dialogue, and sort of the dynamic between Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard hasn't really wowed me, but I want to see more of the Indominus Rex and the Raptors.
Those scenes are going to last like 20 seconds, and then you're going to have
words, run.
Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. I'm like, and then you're going to say something, and then you say, and then dinosaurs eat people. That's what I'm going for.
On the complete other end of the spectrum, I'm going to say Inside Out.
Nice. Yeah.
Pixar, I love what they do, even when it's not their best efforts. I appreciate what they do, something like Brave, but Inside Out, I love just the very concept of it, taking place inside the mind of this child as she grows up and is going through kind of just a move in her emotions of going through adolescence. Also, it's made by Pete Docter, who made Up, which is my favorite Pixar movie, and so
it's so good. And I think the one thing about Pixar movies is I feel like every person can relate to them. It's like it's about emotions. It's about something simple that you can sort of easily digest.
Like Furious 7, it's about family.
Now after that, I feel like crass and going with another I want to see something kill something movie, but I'm gonna say that Terminator Genesis. I'm really curious about how they pull this off, and it's like I don't know if I'm looking forward to it because I want to see how that happens. And I like that Arnold's back, and I like that they're not just trying to like de-age him or something like that. They made it work. They made his age work for the story. So I want to see how that. There's a lot of question marks around that movie too. Like, what's John Connor up to?
Right.
What what are all the time frames that they're going to jump around to?
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts there. I'm honestly, I don't know. I've kind of checked out of that one, but we'll see. On an opposite spectrum of how I feel about aging action stars, Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation to me looks like Arnold and Cruise have been in the business about the same length of time. And to me, it's like I look at the Cruise stuff in Mission Impossible. I'm like, that guy still got it. And so I can't wait to see Rogue Nation. I love the fact that it's like practical, for the most part,
Yeah.
some practical stunt work.
You saw the presentation at CinemaCon.
Yeah,
and
and that was the
crazy.
thing. It was back to back with that and Terminator, and to me, the difference couldn't be clearer between like trying to make something work again and a guy who could still just do it. And so yeah, Rogue Nation looks really kick-ass, and I love Chris McQuarrie is making it, and yeah, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Now, like switching it up, you picked Ted 2 off the top. I think Trainwreck looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's the newest Judd Apatow movie, starring Amy Schumer, so it's kind of nice to get some new blood in the Apatow mix.
A fresh face.
And she looks really like, and she's going to be funny in the movie. LeBron James is he's a part of the movie. He looks amazing.
Bill
in it.
Hader.
Bill Hader looks awesome.
John Cena.
And then I've heard from South by Southwest that John Cena just steals the whole movie.
Awesome. Who'd have thunk?
Who'd have thunk? And I mean, and those are some weird and bold choices, I think, LeBron and John Cena in this movie. So like, if you haven't seen the trailer, check it out.
Yeah, it's really funny.
It's super funny, and you know, with Apatow movies, you don't get everything in the trailer.
Yeah.
I mean, well, first of all, his movies are pretty long, so
Yeah,
there'll be a lot of jokes.
I'm hoping maybe that Trainwreck is not going to be like 220. I hope it's like a good 150-minute movie.
It has to be a good movie because it's got the name Trainwreck, so you have to make that movie good. If you don't,
the critics, it's like you
so
just
screwed.
you did our headline for us.
Yeah,
Thank you.
exactly.
Now, speaking of train wrecks, the end of Marvel's Ant-Man trailer has a little train wreck. You like that segue?
That's a good segue.
That was pretty good, right? That second trailer did a lot to sell me on a movie that I was already, kind of hoping for.
Gonna see it.
I'm gonna see it anyways, but I think that second trailer did a lot more to kind of alleviate people's concerns about the movie and give it a better sense of that it's a Marvel movie. And that first trailer was so kind of serious, but I love the tone of the second trailer, including the little play on superhero movies, train fights and everything.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah, I'm. And look, this one kind of has to work for Marvel. They don't want to. It's the end of their phase 2, and they're about to start phase 3, and they really need to show that, like with Guardians, you can have the MCU can rely on more than just Avengers characters.
I'm hoping it's like Guardians in that he didn't know how to feel about that movie for the longest time, and then right at the end it was like, oh yeah, I really want to see this. And that's kind of what the second trailer did for me too. I was like, yeah, now I'm like really on board. I get the concepts that you're going for, and I get the humor. So yeah, I'm excited about that one as well.
All right, I think that's our 8 movies that we can't wait to see. We want to hear from you. What summer movies, and we'll have a whole list of the ones we think you should see this summer. What summer movies are you most excited to see? Let us know in the comments below. And for all things movies, keep it here on IGN.